Hello everybody, welcome to Lesson 6, Multi-Digit Subtraction. In this lesson we're simply going to be learning about how to subtract with and without regrouping. So let's get started. So we're going to use base 10 blocks to show how subtraction works. So we start with a larger number and we take some away and see what we have left. So originally we had 4 tens and we had 8 ones, so 48 altogether. And then we took away the parts that are crossed out in red, so we took away 3 tens and 2 ones. So we had 48 minus 32. What we have left is 1 10 and 6 ones. So 48 minus 32 is equal to 16. Now let's take a look at what traditional subtraction looks like. So if we have the numbers, for example, 54 minus 23, we always start with the ones on the far right side, and then we work toward the bigger place values. So we work left. So first, 4 minus 3 is equal to 1, so I put the answer at the bottom, and then 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. 54 minus 23 is equal to 31. Okay, so we're going to now do a subtraction that has some regrouping. So we have 4 tens and 6 ones, which looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't do 6 minus 8 because 8 is a bigger number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to regroup. I'm going to, let's change colors here. I'm going to take one of these tens and I'm going to exchange it for 10 ones. So I'm going to end up having 3 tens left over, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to have 16 ones. So there's 10, and 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 ones. Okay? So in the traditional method, the way that looks is I borrow. So I took 1 away from the 4, so 3 were left. So 3 were left here. And I gave 10 to the 6, which makes 16. So there is the 16, right? Now I can do 16 minus 8, because the answer is 8. And 3 minus 2 is 1. So 46 minus 28 is 18. So you can go ahead and try these. Pause the video, come back when you're ready. It'd probably be a good idea to rewrite them like this. So we can make good use of our graph paper by writing in 1 digit in each little square so everything lines up nicely. So let's start with the first one. I'm going to have to borrow. So we have 16 minus 9 is 7, 5 minus 3 is 2. 27 is my answer. I'm going to borrow here. 11 minus 8 is 3, 7 minus 3 is 4, 43. Down below, 14 minus 5 is 9, 6 minus 6 is 0. I'm going to kind of write an invisible 0 because it doesn't need to be written down. A lot of people make a mistake in this simple question. They go, oh, okay, I'm just going to put the 7. But that is not correct. Because the question isn't 7 minus 0, it's 0 minus 7, which we can't do. So we need to borrow. And now it becomes 10 minus 7, which is 3, and 3 minus 1, which is 2. All right, let's look at a more challenging question. How to regroup a number with several zeros? So here we have 1,000 minus 756. We have a bunch of zeros at the top, and we're trying to take away from them. So this is where it becomes tricky. So we have to start on the far left side with the first number we have, and the first number we have is the 1 in the thousand spot, right over here. So we're going to borrow from the 1 and add the 10 here, so then that becomes a 10. So we're going to regroup the thousands as 10 hundreds. So 1,000 became 10 hundreds. Okay, for the next step, we're going to regroup 100 as 10 tens. So we're going to borrow from this 10 and give over here, so this now becomes a 9. Okay, step 3, we're going to regroup one of the tens as 10 ones. Okay, so again, we're going to borrow from here. Now we're going to give to this one here. And finally, step 4, we're going to subtract. So let's see what that looks like. So this one, the one spot, we didn't borrow from that 10, so that's why it stays as a 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. 9 minus 5 is also 4. And 9 minus 7 is 3. So 1,000 minus 756 is 344. I can do a quick addition to check my answer. So 344 plus 756 should give me 1,000. So I know how to add large numbers. I'll just do that here on the side. 6 plus 4 is 10. 4 plus 5 is 9 plus 1 is 10. And 7 plus 3 is 10. Plus 1 is 11. Oh, and I see that I have made a mistake because I added and checked my answer. So my mistake, I can see now, is this 9 minus 7 is not 3, but 9 minus 7 is actually 2. So let's go back and fix this part here. So let's just start again actually. So this is actually a 2. So 4 plus 6 is 10. 5 plus 4 plus 1 is 10. 7 plus 2 plus 1 is 10. So there we go. I've verified my answer, and I fixed a mistake that I made. Go ahead and try these with regrouping. Pause the video, come back when you are ready. So for A, I'm going to start way on the left side here in the thousands. I'm going to borrow again, and borrow one more time. Now I'm ready to subtract. 10 minus 8 is 2, 9 minus 6 is 3, 9 minus 4 is 5. So maybe you can pause the video, try this big subtraction, and come back when you're ready. So since I'm ready to start subtracting, I don't need any borrowing right off the bat because I can do 7 minus 2. I just dive right into it. 7 minus 2 is 5. Now here I need to borrow because I can't do 3 minus 5. So I do 13 minus 5 is 8. 0 minus 0 I can do. Here I need to borrow again. 14 minus 8 is 6, and 4 minus 2 is 2. All right, boys and girls, that's it for our lesson. Go ahead and work on page 30 to 32 in your jump math books and ask for help if you need it, please.